I want to drop a video. I was thinking about this, right? I just seen a video, and this dude was like, you know, if you get validation from likes, um, on Instagram or posting photos of you, like that's your full fledged validation. I'm not competing with that. And he goes in to say that Instagram and social medias are so curated for us to actually like, this is the persona that you want. I actually like the fact that I like drop these videos. I actually like the fact that I'm confused at times. I actually like the fact that I like being alone at times. I like the fact that I don't talk to that many girls, bro. I like the fact that I'm talking to zero girls right now, bro. You feel what I'm trying to say? Like, I like the fact that I don't have to waste my energy on bullshit anymore. You feel what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm not curated. If you want to go find and if you want to know who I am as a person, go watch all these videos. Go see the confusion in my eyes. Go see the person that's determined to try to figure out and not even fucking figure out, that is determined on becoming the fucking best version of themselves. I'm not hiding shit. I'm out there. Mr. Fuck People Brand YouTube is there. You feel me? Go look at how I'm learning and growing and how I make my mistakes and I talk about my mistakes. I'm not afraid of that shit, bro. I used to be. I used to think to myself, and I used to be like, damn, I don't want to post videos. Like, I have all these old videos of me, just like the process of like building a brand. I've had all these over it. Like, I truly, at this point in my life, that a person can walk in my life and they can leave my life, I wouldn't be hurt. Before, I used to be hurt about that. I'm at the point in my life where I can say I posted enough YouTube videos. Now I can't wait to be at 1,000 YouTube videos, right? Because at 1,000 is going to be a different version at 400, right? But I'm looking at it where I'm like, I just don't care. I don't care anymore. I'm not trying to put up a facade. When I think about Instagram, I think about that shit as my portfolio. Like, that's my resume. See how I bum, see how I come. You feel me? I post. That's just what it is. This is the longest I haven't posted on Instagram in so long. Same thing goes for TikTok. Like, I'm not even afraid. At this point, I'm not even afraid of my skills, bro. I'm more looking at who I'm gonna be at 1,000 videos. And I think that's something that people have to recognize too, is just like, you sometimes have to look at your situation and think like, are you really afraid of being judged? Are you really that self-absorbed to be like, I don't want people to judge me? Now, would I put these videos on my Instagram? Hell no, I wouldn't. You know why? Because it's not the platform for it. That's just what it is. But I also realized I don't get validation from likes anymore how I used to. I used to love that shit, bro. Quite frankly. But once I started going viral, it was just like, I used to wait until the numbers went back down, because I was just like, uh, I don't think, I knew it wasn't gonna last. I just was curious when it was gonna go down, right? Um, and I just never, I never allowed myself to be super heightened by that. But it's like I'm a person that gets humbled by. I humble myself every fucking day. I look at myself and I look at my situation and recognize like, hey, my situation isn't always the best, but I'm cool with it. Like, I'm at first I used to be afraid to show my crib and like being like, damn, I got brown floors, I got brown couches and shit. I used to like be afraid and this, that, and the third, but now I just like don't give a fuck, right? I think the wanting to be perfect in everybody's eyes is something that I'm literally breaking down every barrier that I have in my mind about it. Because all I want right now in my life is to take care of myself, to take care of my family, to change, move out, get the things that I want, and not stress over the things that I'm stressing about right now. You know, I want to start a family. I want to do all these different things. And for me, I want to have a wife. I'm not afraid to fucking say that. I don't like fucking around. I'm not afraid to say that shit, right? Um, so when I am super diligent about how I move and how I operate, yes, yes, very much so. And I think everybody should have the same mindset to understand that, like, this shit that we live in right now is like, bro, it's far from perfect. Think about it, bro. Think about the movies we watch that we think we're gonna like, but we don't like. Think about the TV shows that we watch, and we're like, fuck, it was such a great season for season 1 and 2, but 5, 6, 7 is just trash. We are living in a such, is it like, we're so far from a perfect world. So what makes you want to strive to be perfect? In the likes of high school friends? Oh, you want to show that you have money? Oh, you want to show that you have a new house, a new car? It's like, yeah, that's super official. And like, let's just think about that shit, bro. You just gotta sometimes think about that shit. Like, I will never, at this point in my life, I'm not changing for nobody. I'm only changing for myself to be the best version of myself. When I am a father, when I am the CEO, and I'm operating, and I'm trying to strive for the best business, and I have 10,000 employees, you know, but I don't even think about it as 10,000 employees. I think about team members, people that I care about, and solely really, like, I care about people. That's my biggest strength. I think I said that a couple of videos ago, but I said my biggest weakness is that I care for people. But I'm really wanted to flip that and change that mindset to be like, caring about people is really my biggest strength. Not only my biggest strength, but it's one of my biggest strengths, right? So yeah, I guess my overall thing that I want to come on here and really just iterate is just like, question what is perfect to you. You know, question the thoughts that you think. Question why you think them. Question, and I'm constantly working on that too. I'm working on it right now as we speak, because I still have thoughts that go through my mind, and I'm trying to figure out, like, why do I have those thoughts? Why am I engaged and enriched by this one thought in my mind? So strive for that, man. Strive for that. Strive to fucking break down those barriers that you have, as I am. You know, I'm constantly gonna keep posting videos and keep posting my thoughts, because why the fuck not? You know, just imagine the amplitude. Just imagine that this video is out there. I'm not afraid, right? If you want to judge me for my personality, if you want to judge me for how I look, if you want to judge me for my name, I got one thing to say. Fuck you.